everybody, how's it going? It's StormeDegree 14 here. Welcome back to another Nostalgia Critic reaction. We're going to be reacting to his newest review on the Three Stooges movie. Now, as for the Three Stooges, I know them for the most part. I've watched the very old cartoon, I think of them being superheroes, I think back on Boomerang. I don't remember much about them. I think in general, forgive me if for assumption, but it's about just these generally three very stupid characters just getting into hijinks, which honestly sounds like my alley. I've watched plenty of shows that have three characters getting into stupid hijinks, which, I mean, SMG4 is one of them, but often there's more people. But point is, besides that, I don't know much of the Three Stooges. I've never watched this movie, but I had a feeling it wouldn't be a good one, so, well, I mean, again, just because Nostalgia Critic reviews it doesn't mean it's bad. You know, like, often he reviews a lot of movies that are really good. But the point is, I didn't think this movie was going to be good back then, so let's see if I missed out on anything. So with that being said, be sure to watch this before watching my reaction. We'll get on with it in 3, 2, 1.
This episode brought to you by Factor, America's
Factor.
#1 ready-to-eat meal kit.
Alright. When are we going to unlock those cat characters from the bottom? I really want to see that. Oh well, maybe it'll be like when the Nostalgia Critic season finale or something. Maybe. Who knows?
First, there was darkness. Then yeah, I still got shingles.
Jesus of Nazareth!
Come on, Doug.
Honestly, by the time this goes live, it might already be gone, but for the moment, I still got it. So I'm gonna do at least one more of these audio-only reviews. With that said,
oh, so this is an only audio?
Subject to talk about because the Three Stooges definitely soaks in a lot of visual humor.
Right.
I was a huge Stooge head growing up, and who am I kidding? I still am. I get the merchandise every once in a while. Watch that long-ass documentary that came out years ago and wasn't bored.
Yeah, I don't think they're bad. I just don't know them too well. But I bet, from what I remember, they were kind of funny.
I never did check out the 2012 movie. Maybe because, funny enough, everyone told me it wasn't funny enough.
Well, let's see. Yep, Curly, Larry, and Moe.
Directed by the Farrelly brothers, there was a lot of talk around this movie simply based on the casting.
Oh, Lord!
Who was going to be cast.
Holy crap.
The original lineup was Benicio del Toro as Moe, Sean Penn as Larry, and Jim Carrey as Curly.
Jim Carrey as Curly?
Even started putting on weight for the role. For one reason or another.
I was gonna say, yeah,
he'll drop out of the movie, resulting in, well, not Benicio del Toro, Sean Penn, and Jim Carrey. Instead, what we got was Sean Hayes, Will Sasso, and Christy Amatopoulos. Who, to their credit, were all decent choices, but man, where's that parallel universe where the world got to see this? Maybe it was for the best because the overall reaction to the movie was not great. And that was frustrating because, according to many fans, it could have been great. Many people acknowledge not only how well the actors got down the personalities and slapstick of the Stooges, but how well the movie at times did capture the spirit of the original shorts.
Oh, really?
It just sadly combined with the Farrelly brothers, shall we say, past their prime? And also painfully dated tie-ins like, I'm sure you've heard, Jersey Shore. Obviously, this trio that survived decades with timeless comedy and no doubt will survive decades more, clearly team up perfectly with what your over-tanned aunt and uncle used to call dope. But like I said, I am a Stooge fan, so I am curious to see what legit works in this movie and what I've heard discussed in Infamous Legend has not.
Okay.
So let's take this sick day to make myself even sicker by finally watching the Three Stooges movie.
This will be an interesting video, considering that Doug can't actually show himself in this.
With the theme music playing,
well, I mean, he can. He's just not going to do it the traditional way.
Adventure. And I do mean first, as it takes place right after they're born.
Everybody inside! Come on! Time for your chores!
Wow, I'm really not well yet because I swear that looks like Larry David as a nun.
What do you think this is?
Does.
Sound of music?
It is! It is Larry David as a nun!
Give him
nah,
credit.
nice
This
Tweety
is
reference.
Definitely a movie that's gonna make some choices.
You gotta hear us out! Everybody is special! We're not inconsequential!
Okay, did I put out Movie 43's rendition of Annie, or is this a really bonkers way to start a Three Stooges movie?
Yeah. And honestly, I'd be very disturbed if suddenly kids did that.
While trying to figure out what film this is, a car literally drops off three orphans, reminding the audience, oh yeah, Three Stooges flick. To be fair,
You just chucked the bag out.
I'd probably toss him too.
Will you please go tell the boys come down for lunch?
The film continues its random casting of nuns with Jane Lynch and Jennifer Hudson. Jesus, they're making Mandalorian's casting look subtle. As the boys unsurprisingly cause chaos as they get older.
Anesthetic.
Anesthetic. Anesthetic.
15 milligrams.
5, 10, 15.
I feel like this is gonna be like Hocus Pocus 2, where the kid portion, that's usually the lamest part in movies, is gonna be the best part. Seriously, it's kind of crazy how good these boys are.
Really?
Hi, guy.
How long's he got? He's taking chemo, right?
Don't worry, separating them won't be a big deal. He's the only one that's not a brother. Maybe he was adopted. Wait, they're all adopted. How is this supposed to work?
I don't know.
This.
Hi, my name's Teddy.
All right, Teddy, get in line with the others.
I take it this Ted wants to ride our cloud too?
This is gonna be a day you'll never forget.
Thankfully, the parents are just as sadistic as the boys, as the father tells Teddy to tell Mo he's been adopted.
You folks
Dang.
mind if I have something to remember you by?
You name it, Mo.
Oh!
You know, I'll just say it. Can we have a resurgence of comedians retelling their lives as kids? I don't think we knew how to do it back in the day. Maybe still don't.
Those guys
Yeah,
really
not
mean
really.
a lot to you, don't they?
They're all I've ever had.
Mo convinces his new parents that life just isn't complete without Larry and Curly, so rather than separate them all, they take Teddy.
Forget it! It was a bad idea!
Okay, I'm kinda digging this movie's mean-spiritedness. Years go by and the children grow up into, well, man-children. Still
Yeah.
causing trouble at the orphanage.
You got something to say?
Show her who's boss.
Oh, damn.
Hey, that's not bad. I'm not gonna lie, this film's doing okay so far. The slapstick is decent. The
Yeah, that's
dialogue
pretty
is
solid.
enough.
Why don't you go buy a two?
Yeah, the slapstick's pretty solid. Maybe it's because I just didn't know the Stooges so well that I just didn't trust it. I don't know. I mean, so far it's not that bad.
Hey, with some brains in it.
Even the puppy-eyed kid characters who are usually death in movies like this, they get a few giggles.
You think you're the only kid in the world who ever watched his parents drown, then got sent to an orphanage, had his only brother dragged away kicking and screaming? Dude, it happens.
Holy
Is that
crap!
Storm Cloud of Jersey Shore gonna ruin this movie?
The orphanage
Any moment now.
will be forced to close down at the end of the month.
We get a classic Stooge scenario with the orphanage about to be closed down and the Stooges volunteering to get the money, despite them only having 30 days.
We'll climb mountains. We'll forge rivers. We'll forge checks.
Well, admittedly, not every joke works. A lot more do than I expected. Even ones that sound like they'd be dated like a Foster's commercial joke end up turning in a pretty good Stooge bit.
Okay.
Children will be sent to foster home. That's Australian for beer. Would you like that in a bottle or a mug? I'll take it in the mug. You got it.
I don't know. Now I'm about 25 minutes in and I'm having a pretty good time.
Alright, that's pretty solid.
Shut up! Okay, cutting off the first song was funny, but cutting off anything Jennifer Hudson starts, that's a war crime.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Why'd you do that? What, the banana
Part two, and I
split?
do mean begin. It's almost like a completely different movie gets going here.
Do we really have to
Really?
knock him off?
His father made me sign a prenup.
Seriously, do we need to change the title card to this? As the Stooges looking for money interrupt this couple's scheme. I'm sure this'll go nowhere.
In the wrong hands, this thing could be dangerous.
I think that's what these three actors said after reading the script.
I'll pay you $830,000 for a job that won't take you more than 10 minutes.
One of the scheme hatchers named Lydia, played by Sofia Vergara, approaches the three of them with an offer that if they bump off her husband, she'll pay them what they need. Craig Bierko plays the supposed
So they're hiring them to be
pretending he has a
assassins?
fatal disease and wants to be killed quickly and by surprise. The Stooges help out, of course, messing up the plan, giving both a mix of really bad but also really good slapstick. Bad.
Yeah.
Good. Bad.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh.
Good plus callback. Okay, I guess this works.
You look
Alright.
like you could use a grief massage.
I hear this is called the Biden.
We want the do-re-mi you owe us, lady.
They demand the money only to discover he's still alive and in the hospital.
It'll be easy pickings to slide a pillow over the poor slum's face and give him the surprise send-off he wanted.
Lord.
It became a much sillier game after Job
Yeah.
Simulator took over.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, the Stooges
They dress
become
up like doctors and
assassins.
nurses, again a callback to the original shorts, but they wander into the wrong room and have to change a bunch of babies' diapers. Why do I feel like this is where the quality's gonna drop?
Raise your hand. Who wants to go first?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I hope you found that funny because it's the next 3 minutes.
Here it is.
Good lord.
Yeah, not only is this pretty lame, but Curly's looking like a serial killer. Why would you think a piss-stained Will Sasso and drag wouldn't look
Oh. Sorry. There was one part. I'm gonna have to rewind it.
Sasso and drag would?
Okay, a little farther.
Why would you think a piss-stained?
Yeah, that part. He licked his freaking lip out, supposedly after being covered in piss. Oh, that is... Oh. That is fucking disgusting. I'm sorry.
Will Sasso and drag wouldn't look scary.
What is going on?
This is for not leaving a good enough franchise alone. Not that we should talk. They stumble upon the room of the injured phony and try to finish the job.
Well, it's been a bad week for Lenny the Lion.
Hey, will you keep it down? We're trying to get another subplot going.
He's turtling. Buttonhead, you got any dynamite?
Okay, seriously, when did Moe, Larry, and Curly become
What
Mr. Pink,
the hell?
Mr. Orange,
How did he
and
get
Mr.
dynamite
Brown?
through a hospital?
The dynamite doesn't work, and the face
How?
says he no longer has the disease, so he doesn't want to be killed. Their mannequins are chased out of the hospital. Now, really, how's the Three Stooges movie giving me this much nightmare fuel? And guess who they literally fall on?
Teddy, from the orphanage, Teddy.
Oh.
Remember, Mo, I went home with your parents.
Oh yeah, plot 5, I think? Man, is this movie disjointed. I feel like every second something is gonna interrupt. Factor is ready to take on the evils
Alright,
of
clever
fall.
ad reel, but yeah, sorry, I'm gonna have to skip that.
Resentment, never realizing he's the husband Lydia wants to have bumped off.
I'm thinking of inviting them to our anniversary party.
Yeah, they look like they're a lot of fun.
Okay, so I will admit, at the halfway point, I can't say this movie is awful, but it's losing me. There's so many random subplots that are trying to tie its way into the main story, but just come across as rushed or sloppy. In a 20-minute short, this can maybe work, but in an hour-and-a-half movie, this is getting a little tiring. Like,
I mean, that's how it works with a lot of these cartoons that have, like, there's a reason they kind of have such few minutes of time, because their comedy only works for that amount of time. Eventually, it just gets boring, but, like, again, if it stays long enough to do its thing and then leave, it works pretty well. That's why a lot of movie adaptations don't really work when, like, because, again, it's kind of different. You have to do a bunch of different stuff when you're having a character doing this. When he's doing the same old shtick for an entire movie's length, it's gonna get old very fast. It's why you got to put them in really big and more really big and more interesting situations that you know for a fact the character has never encountered before, showing how they would react to a new situation, you know, and then maybe have a couple times do their shtick. But I don't know. That's what I think.
I don't know. What are the Stooges gonna do next? Literally shout out anything. You won't get it right.
We'll become farmers.
Farmers? Really?
Of course. Farming! Because, you know. I mean, I hope you do, because I sure don't.
Are those fish in the background?
You gotta hold still in order to get
What the heck?
Special guest director Salvador Dali took over production, I guess.
Are those actual fish or animatronic? They look animatronic.
For farming fish on a golf course. At this point, yes, that is a sentence I thought I would say during this film. And they stumble into a theater where Larry and Curly finally say Mo should have stuck with his family. This causes a big rift between them that, writing-wise, doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Why do you think we never got another shot at getting adopted again? It's because when you messed it up that day, you messed it up for all of us.
What?
What?
But their acting here does still kind of sell it.
I mean, I'll see.
Well, what are you waiting for? Go on, scram!
By the way, hold on.
Still kind of sell it.
Does anyone... Why does Mo look like a Star Trek character? He's reminding me of the one main... Is it Star Trek? I think it is Star Trek. He looks like one of the main characters. Like, he has the spiky ear, or the elf-like ear, and, like, the black hair. Oh, no, it's giving me vibes of that.
What are you waiting for? Go on, scram! I bet you two earthworms won't last a day without me.
You buy Mo thinks he let his brothers down, but can't admit it, so he pushes them farther away. The logic doesn't make a lot of sense, but the emotion does.
What an original way to showcase your personality.
But of course, this was all an audition without them even knowing it. You know what?
Really?
Fine, whatever. I'm used to these dumb segues by this point, as long as it leads to something funny.
I
You
guess.
are the newest cast member of the world's #1 rated reality show.
So it begins.
Indeed.
Yep, this is when everybody's favorite part of the movie gets going. But
No
even that's
Mo, Mr.
interrupted
Nice
by another
Guy.
subplot involving a lion at a zoo and our two schemers still trying to get the Stooges. And in case you're wondering, yes, you could totally cut this out and not miss a damn thing.
Doing a Heimlich on a dog.
Okay, I legit did not have giving the Heimlich to a dolphin, shooting out a peanut, hitting a lion in the balls on my bingo card.
Also, did you see what happened to the lion's eye? It turned red, like it ruptured a capillary in there.
Still got some surprises, movie. They're not funny, but they are surprises. Oh, here's the end of Civilization, by the way.
At least they're using
This guy can't even buy the right
animatronics.
kind of grated cheese. I asked for Romano, not Parmesan, you mook.
Okay, Mo, I could just show my shingles again if I needed a quick gross out. It doesn't take
Please
much
don't,
time.
Doug.
By the way,
Stop it.
why are you even on our show?
What are you, crazy? That's assault.
Are you kidding me? Who does this?
Well, I, for one, am shocked the cast of Jersey Shore can't act. They clearly need a talk from Tom Brady's acting coach.
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving.
His acting coach being LeBron James.
Where is everybody?
That probably could have worked.
Larry and Curly return to the orphanage empty-handed, only to find Murph is still ill and they don't have the health insurance to treat her. To make
Oh,
things
dear.
worse, it looks like this is all the Stooges' fault.
You wombats have caused so many accidents, there's not a company on this earth who'll cover us until we pay the $830,000.
We haven't had it this bad since we lost our house insurance with that Keaton boy.
Ooh.
Curly and Larry just watch Mo after discovering all this. Yeah, I
Pretty
don't
much.
really know what the movie's doing right.
So are they gonna get the money from Mo in the TV show? Is that how it ends? Or is it something much dumber? Because honestly, I could expect that at this point.
Just watching Mo beat up the Jersey Shore people, which on paper I guess sounds a little funny, seeing these people everyone hates get beat up, but it just feels so forced and phony. The two styles are so different. Rather than offset each other, they're just off. We got to know Mo, Larry, and Curly, so it's fun to see them put their all into their slapstick. But if you haven't watched Jersey Shore because you value your life, there's no interest or passion behind any of this. A lot
fair
of it's just
enough. Oh,
awkward,
sorry.
like this third
Gotta put
helping
the
of
mouse
nightmare
off.
fuel the movie's giving.
Oh, Lord, what the hell?
Because there's not enough random casting in
That
this
was
year's
terrifying.
I'm sorry, sir, but the clown college is on the 9th floor.
Actually, we're here to figure out why you and Francis really left the ranch in season 6.
Yeah, it was completely out of nowhere.
And they tried to talk to Teddy's father.
Told us the whole story about why you dropped him back off.
He wanted us to go back for you two.
They find out from him that Mo wanted to return as a kid because he missed Larry and Curly. But hell with that, we have more amazing Jersey Shore acting.
Great, just great. So basically what you're saying is this whole show is all about the ratings?
Okay, you're making the acting on Pawn Stars look believable.
You guys seen
Yeah.
Bob Dylan? No, man. You know where he's at? There he
This is just not good.
What's really happening, guys? It's all real. Larry and Curly meet up with Mo and they make amends in their own way.
You know that woman who wanted us to take out her husband? She's married to Teddy. I knew I smelled her.
What?
They always smile when they're afraid. See why them getting hurt feels so phony? Speaking of phony, they figure out that Lydia is a phony and is most likely gonna kill Teddy at their anniversary party. A party that, yes, has acting about as on par as the Jersey Shore cast.
Oh
Can we please
boy.
go upstairs and play in Tato's game room?
Go play with the balloons.
But my stupid brother popped all the balloons. This is the last one.
Okay, producer's kid or director's kid.
Yeah.
Really? I was just kidding.
Dang.
The Stooges skate in on Poodles because you're not going to question it at this point. And
Well,
they
not
disguise
really.
themselves as balloon men, of course, giving it to a small kid who floats away.
Hey, short stack.
You float down!
Those three idiots.
Nice It reference there.
girls?
Big talk from a film that probably had them as their first choice before the Jersey Shore cast.
Yeah.
Somebody help her!
The kid ends up
Ow.
eating the cake, drawing attention to the three of them, so they quickly make their way to Teddy, who it looks like has been drugged.
Why am I still in bed if the party's going on?
Because the people who directed Dumb and Dumber did this, and they only like endings where everyone's in a fancy bright room with a gun.
I
Yeah.
was calling the shots.
Teddy's father reveals he was the one behind everything, and thankfully this lame
Why?
green screen complements this lame exposition.
Unfortunately, when your mom passed away, she left everything to you.
So you were just using me to do your dirty work.
Hey, remember when this was about saving an orphanage? Like, how did all
Yeah,
this
this
stuff
is
find its
very
way into this movie?
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I mean, it kind of has the... And that's the problem when you try to put so much hijinks and stuff as well. It still has to go somewhere and make enough sense, but... Yeah. It lost me quite a bit ago.
Curly's rat scares them off into a river as the car fills with water.
How could this possibly get any worse?
You should not have said that.
Hell, screw the orphanage.
And of course...
Remember when this used to be a Three Stooges movie? Like, it started out that way, and then they didn't know what to do, so they're like, hey, here's some leftover Bill Murray jokes from Osmosis Jones, I guess. Yeah, give him credit, at least it's not a fart lighting joke. Of course that saves the day. I guess I could ask, why aren't they burned? But water, duh. Thus, the bad guys are arrested.
Yeah, that
twist,
doesn't make
Teddy
any
doesn't
sense.
give them the money to save the orphanage because he blames the orphanage for handing them over to such a monster, which is kind of a good point. And the orphanage seems to close down.
I guess that's
They
fair
get around
enough.
it, though, by turning the place into an orphanage and spa. A very pervy orphanage and spa.
What
the
the
network
hell?
is taking the liberty of paying off the orphanage's debts and building the new complex. And you three will be the stars of our next big reality show. What do you say?
Okay.
I say this is unforgivably stupid, but I can smell those credits around the corner, so end this.
I don't know why the... was so,
Oh, wait,
okay.
not before the Fairley brothers. Yeah, they're saying this is them. That's actually pretty funny. Trying to ruin all the fun you just had.
Kids, do not poke anyone in the eye.
This movie's all about fun and games, so please play safe at home.
Giving up on your iconic trio halfway through your film, though, that's totally fine.
Yeah,
Because, yeah, that's what it feels like. The movie started out honestly really fun, keeping true to the spirit of the Stooges while also having its own strange spin on things. But as
True.
it kept going, it felt more and more desperate as well as more and more forced. I will admit the movie did have a lot more laughs in it than I was expecting, but they weren't enough to make it a satisfactory flick. When the jokes don't work, they're not annoying, I guess. Even the Jersey Shore ones, honestly, could have been worse. But they certainly are lame and more than overpowered what did work in the flick.
I mean, I guess
if you're a
that's
Stooge
the
fan and
case,
want to see it for the
but,
1/3 a movie that's decent, you might like it okay. But if you're looking for something that would have been worth these three being in it, then don't be a victim of circumstance. I'm the Nostalgia Critic, and
Are you gonna show it
hopefully you'll be
again?
seeing my ugly mug next week. Bye-bye.
He's gonna show it. Hold on.
I asked for Romano, not Parmesan, you mook.
Wait.
This month for cameos for charity,
Okay, he wasn't gonna show it. Okay, so I guess overall we didn't miss anything too exciting on it, but again, didn't know the Stooges that much, but I did know enough to know generally what they're about, but yeah, don't have any nostalgia strings attached to me, so it wasn't gonna work here, but honestly, I guess what it said is that it had potential, but it didn't quite make it. It lost it halfway through, and I agree. Like, about the part like where they were in the hospital, that's when it kind of lost me. I was kind of like really confused as to what the heck was happening, so... And honestly, yeah, its humor died down too alongside with it, which is kind of a shame, but... Alright, they are just on my seat, but... now you can only see a bit and half of my head, but not the point. Overall, kind of glad I skipped on this. No offense. I mean, it seemed like a movie that had potential, but personally, I'm kind of glad I skipped on this. If you guys liked it, make sure to tell me how wrong I am that you have and how much you like it. If you agree with me, make sure to tell me how much you agree with me. And if you don't care, just don't care, I guess. I hope you guys liked this reaction. I certainly liked it. Be sure to like and subscribe if you like it. Check out my other videos. We are actually close to hitting 500 subs, so I want to make sure we do that as soon as we can. Because I will have a 500 sub special that is a bit similar to my 300 sub special, but will be an improvement from it. And by that, you probably guess what it's going to be. But point to say, it is going to be fun enough that I think everyone will enjoy. So be sure to like and subscribe. Be sure to check out my Twitter. And with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!